Calling out all Marvel fans, this is for you. Okay, so Marvel is teaming up with Arc System Works to make a brand new fighting game, Marvel Tōkon Fighting Souls. That sounds like a dream combo, a legendary PI, top tier fighting game devs. But let's not get too excited yet, because as great as this sounds on paper, there are some big problems that could easily derail the whole thing. And if Marvel and Axis don't handle this right, Tōkon could flop hard. So today, I just want to go over 5 major red flags that needs to be addressed before this game hits the shelf. These aren't nitpicks or something like that, they are potential deal breakers. Okay, so before we get into that, I want you guys to do me a favor and like the video and also subscribe if you aren't already. I drop videos like this every week, at least I try to. With all that said, let's get right into the video. Arc System Work makes beautiful, competitive, technically deep fighting games, but their games can be really intimidating sometimes. Marvel fans, not all of them are hardcore FGC players. A lot of them are more on the casual side, or even just Marvel fans who just want to play as their favorite superheroes. And if they boot up Marvel Tōkon, the first thing they hit with is a million mechanics, hair dashes, assists, burst gauge, and weird terms like Roman cancel. They are checking out, I'm not even going to lie. The game needs to be accessible, and I'm not talking about it being dumbed down or anything, just intuitive. Dragon Ball FighterZ pulled this off with auto combos and beginner friendly control that still allowed depth for advanced players. If Tōkon doesn't offer something similar, it's going to push away the exact audience Marvel brings in. Marvel has always been about big, bold action and instant fun. If Tōkon demands hours in the training lab just to land a basic combo, people are going to uninstall it before they could even figure out how to switch characters. One thing that makes modern fighting games thrive is single player content. Not everyone wants to play online or just go competitive. A lot of people just want to jump into the story mode, fight through a roster, unlock stuff and just enjoy the world. And if we're talking about Marvel fans here, they want a good story. These characters aren't just punchy avatars. They have decades of lore, relationship, rivalries, and drama. Axis has struggled with this in the past. Their games often have limited or weird story mode, either all cutscenes or bare-bone arcade modes that don't really do anything. If Marvel Tōkon doesn't offer a fun, engaging single-player experience, that's going to hurt its long-term appeal, especially with Marvel fans expecting something on the level of Injustice or Mortal Kombat, where the story modes are basically blockbuster movies with gameplay in between. Of course, no one is asking for Oscar-worthy writing. Just give us something fun, dramatic, and full of cool Marvel moments. Okay, this one is a simple point. The online needs to work perfectly on day one. Fighting games live or die by their online experience. If there's lag, if matches drop constantly, if it takes forever to find opponents, players will leave. They won't wait around for a patch 6 months later. Axis has a history of releasing games with delay-based netcode and then slowly rolling out rollback support. That can't happen here. Tōkon needs rollback netcode right off the bat. No delays, no excuses. Also, crossplay is non-negotiable at this point. If PC, PlayStation and Xbox players can't fight each other, the matchmaking pool gets smaller and the game feels empty and it loses momentum fast. Good netcode and full crossplay aren't bonus features anymore. They're expected. Without them, even the best gameplay won't matter. Marvel has a massive universe full of characters, so if Marvel Tōkon launches with only the big screen Avengers or few villains, it's going to feel like a missed opportunity. From the trailer, we saw characters like Captain America, Iron Man, Miss Marvel, Spider-Man, Star-Lord, Ghost Rider, Dr. Doom, and Storm. The roster looks pretty good, I'm not even going to lie. We want more. People want variety. We want characters from the X-Men. We want weird characters like Taskmaster, MODOK, Magneto, even Deadpool. The roster full of MCU staples isn't just going to be exciting. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is still beloved because the roster was wild, a mix of mainstream icons and obscure comic book picks. That's what made it feel so special. Tōkon needs to show love to the entire Marvel universe, not just the MCU. Also, if all the cool characters are locked behind paid walls or exclusive bundles, that's going to kill the hype very fast. Okay, this is a huge one. If Marvel Tōkon goes heavy on microtransactions, it's going to lose a lot of right away. We've seen this happen before. Marvel Avengers, for example, loaded itself with cosmetics, grinding, and live service fluff, and the result was a game that people abandoned quickly. If Tōkon goes that route, overpriced skin, battle passes, limited time content, or even pay to win mechanics, it's going to push away both fighting game fans and Marvel fans. But it's okay to sell skins and expansion, but the core game needs to feel complete and rewarding. Nobody wants to spend $60 just to be a nickel and dime for every new costume or color swap. People will accept monetization when it feels fair, but if it's aggressive or greedy, the backlash will be immediate. Marvel Tōkon has incredible potential. A 4v4 tag team fighting game made by Arc System Works is the kind of project fans have dreamed about for years, but potential means nothing if it's not handled correctly. If the game ends up too complex for casual players, or it has no meaningful single player content, launches with weak online, a basic roster, or greedy monetization, it's not going to last, trust me. The fighting game genre is more competitive than ever these days. People have options. If this game doesn't deliver on every front, players will move on fast. But if they get it right, if they combine Axis polish with Marvel spectacle, add solid content, great netcode, a bold roster, and respectful monetization, this could be the next big thing, a real contender. Let's just hope and pray they don't mess it up. So tell me, what's one thing you think Marvel Tōkon absolutely needs to get right? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're hyped for Marvel games, fighting games, or you just want to see Spider-Man get bodied by Magneto again, hit that like button and subscribe for more breakdowns like this. Thank you very much for watching. You guys are absolute best. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself and peace.